You wake up, the first thing you do, check your phone, bad news, endless notifications, and another day filled with stress. But what if I told you that there's a 2,000-year-old secret to staying calm, focused, and unshaken no matter what life throws at you? Meet Seneca, the philosopher who mastered the art of resilience, inner peace, and happiness. His wisdom isn't just for history books, it's for you right now. Today, we'll uncover his most powerful lessons, ideas that can change the way you think, work, and live forever. Before we dive in, if you love philosophy, self-improvement, and deep insights on life, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps this channel grow and brings you more content on ancient wisdom for modern life. Now let's step into the mind of one of history's greatest thinkers, Seneca. Who was Seneca? Lucius Annaeus Seneca, philosopher, playwright, and advisor to Emperor Nero. He lived in a world of political intrigue, betrayal, and corruption. Despite all this, he developed a mindset of unshakable resilience. But his life was no fairy tale. Exiled, accused of conspiracy, and ultimately forced to take his own life. Yet his teachings on Stoicism have stood the test of time. Why? Because they reveal how to live wisely, no matter what challenges come your way. Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. It's about cultivating inner peace, resilience, and wisdom. Seneca's writings, particularly in Letters to Lucilius and On the Shortness of Life, reveal how to apply these principles in everyday life. But what exactly did he teach? Seneca's key teachings: 1. The power of the present moment. Seneca warned against wasting time. In On the Shortness of Life, he wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Instead of worrying about the past or future, he advised focusing on the present and making the most of each moment. Most people chase happiness in the future. I'll be happy when I get that job, that house, that relationship. But Seneca warns that this mindset leads to a life of dissatisfaction. The only time we truly own is the present moment. If you want to live fully, stop postponing happiness and start appreciating today. Practical application. Practice mindfulness. Whether you're eating, walking, or working, focus entirely on the task at hand. Avoid endless distractions. Turn off unnecessary notifications, set boundaries with social media, and be present with those around you. 2. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Seneca emphasized that external events are beyond our control, but our reactions are within our power. He believed that suffering comes not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. If we learn to control our perceptions, we gain true freedom. Have you ever felt frustrated because of a delayed flight, bad weather, or someone's rude behavior? Seneca teaches us that suffering comes not from events themselves, but from our judgment about them. For example, if someone insults you, you have two choices. You can get angry and let their words control you, or you can choose to remain indifferent, realizing that their words only have power if you give them importance. Seneca reminds us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Most of our anxiety comes from fearing things that might never happen. But why worry about what you can't change? Instead, focus your energy on what is within your control. Your actions, your thoughts, and your reactions. Practical application. When facing stress, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Use negative visualization. Imagine minor inconveniences happening in advance so you're mentally prepared. 3. Practicing voluntary hardship. One of Seneca's most interesting practices was voluntary discomfort. He would deliberately live with less, eating simple meals or sleeping on the floor, to prepare himself for hardship. This Stoic exercise strengthens mental resilience and reduces fear of losing comfort. Imagine suddenly losing your job, your wealth, or even your health. Would you be able to cope? Seneca believed that we should prepare for hardship before it arrives. He regularly practiced voluntary discomfort, eating simple meals, sleeping on the floor, and wearing cheap clothing. Why? To remind himself that luxury isn't necessary for happiness and to build resilience against future misfortunes. Seneca wrote, Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, saying to yourself all the while, "Is this the condition that I feared?" When you practice discomfort, you stop fearing it. Practical application. Try fasting for a day to appreciate food more. Take cold showers to build mental toughness. Sleep on the floor for a night to realize you can live without excessive comfort or wealth and simplicity. In today's world, success is often measured by money, cars, and status. But Seneca warned that wealth alone does not bring happiness. He wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Many wealthy people are still miserable because they're constantly chasing more, never satisfied with what they have. True wealth, according to Seneca, is contentment, learning to appreciate what you already have. Seneca himself was one of the richest men in Rome, yet he lived simply and believed that true success was measured by virtue and wisdom, not material possessions. Practical application. Write a gratitude list every morning. Focus on what you already have. Declutter your life. Material excess often creates mental clutter. Instead of chasing more, focus on enjoying less, quality over quantity. 5. Memento mori, remembering death. One of Seneca's most powerful teachings is memento mori. Remember that you must die. This might sound morbid, but it's actually the key to living fully. He wrote, "You act like mortals in all that you fear and like immortals in all that you desire." Meaning, we fear small things in daily life but live as if we have endless time. But life is fleeting, and recognizing this makes us appreciate every moment. When you truly grasp that your time is limited, you stop wasting it on petty arguments, meaningless distractions, or chasing things that don't matter. Instead, you focus on what's truly important: love, wisdom, and meaningful work. Practical application. Imagine if today were your last day. What would you change? Avoid procrastination. Start working on your goals now. Prioritize meaningful relationships. Tell your loved ones how much they matter. How to apply Seneca's wisdom today. Seneca's wisdom isn't just ancient philosophy, it's a practical guide for modern life. Here's how you can apply it starting today. Start each day by reflecting on what you can control and what you cannot. Practice voluntary discomfort. Skip a luxury, take a cold shower, or eat simply. Write a daily gratitude journal and focus on what truly matters. By doing these, you'll build resilience, inner peace, and a mindset of true freedom. Seneca's philosophy is timeless because it addresses the deepest struggles of human nature. By focusing on what truly matters, embracing simplicity, and preparing for hardships, we can live a more meaningful and fulfilled life. What's your favorite lesson from Seneca? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more wisdom from history's greatest thinkers. Thanks for watching.